Welcome to the Rotary Club of Hudson. My name is Evan McCauley, president of the club, and we are thrilled to have you joining us today. This meeting broadcast is available on HCTV as well as our Rotary of Hudson YouTube channel. Our club meets weekly at Laurel Lake for breakfast on Wednesday mornings from 7:15 to 8:30 a.m. Come out and join us for a meeting. We'd love to have you as a guest. To learn more about Rotary, our club, and the impact that we are having on the local community and world, please visit rotaryhudson.org. Enjoy the meeting today and be the inspiration.
Good morning, Rotarians and guests. Not sure I see any. So you all know that I'm Ron Strobel, the Sergeant at Arms. The invocation this morning is by Jim Ahern. Morning. Please bow your heads. Lord, while we wait and wait and wait impatiently for the weather to turn, let us think spring and eventually summer thoughts. Let us think about our key end of Rotary year projects. Let us think about our club goals and the role each of us plays to make the world a better place through our involvement with Rotary. Let us think about opportunities to serve in new ways. Let us be thankful for the food and the friends at each table this morning. Let us be thankful that spring and summer will come eventually. Now this won't cost you any money, but to lead us in the pledge and four-way test, Ed Sogan. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Our four-way test for the things we think, say, or do. First, is it the truth? Second, third, fourth, thank you, Ed. And lead us in song, Chris Barker. Do you have any guess? Okay, no guess. Okay, so we will go right into discussions about the gala. Just to give you an update of where we are, we have 179 items received prior to this morning. Now some of those will be combined, so we're a bit below where we usually are, right around 200 items, but looking at the table and a couple of things that might be coming later this week, it looks like we'll get close. Right now we're at $46,000 of retail value of the goods received. Normally we like that around $65,000 so that we get the net from the gala that we've got in the last couple of years, which has been in the $45,000 to $55,000 net range. So we have a little ways to go there on value, and we've got all of the live auction items in, so it would take quite a few more smaller items. And there are several that are outstanding yet that have always given in the past. So if you
have somebody on your list that you've not called on. They've given in the past, so really would be great if you could see them today or tomorrow. We do need everything by Friday to give Marilyn a chance to get them all input into the computer. So please get out and see these people. I've called on 3 in the past couple days that I know have given that people haven't been able to call on for one reason or another, and they have given. So people are there, they're waiting. It just requires face-to-face at this point in time to probably just pick up what they've been holding for you. So please do that this week. 3 days to go. Tickets sales have been pretty slow so far. As a matter of fact, we, as of last Friday, only had 51 tickets sold, and that means that if they were all Rotarians, then less than half of the Rotarians have bought tickets. So please, if you have not gone online and bought your tickets, please do so. If you can't attend the gala, we ask that you make a contribution of the same amount, because it is something that as Rotarians we are all expected to do to support our club. And to show you one of the major reasons why we need to make this kind of money is all of these young people have received scholarships from us over the past several years. And they are all excellent students, future leaders in our country. And so if we don't raise the money at the gala, we can't afford to continue supporting them. We've had the interviews with the students for this year, and it was a difficult choice, but we have our 5 scholarship winners that'll be presented later in this month. And again, the talent and the poise and just the overall being able to interview these students is actually a privilege. But it's amazing to me what these students can portray at this point in their life, which I don't know about the rest of you, but I never could have done as a senior in high school. I had trouble doing some of it when I was a manager of a business, so these kids are well prepared by the time they go off to college. And then I will pass around again the clipboard. Joe, do we really need anybody helping with registration this year? Okay, so I'm going to scratch off. We don't need anybody for registration. That helps. Live auction helpers, we could use 2, and that's basically when the winning bid is announced. We either take the item or the certificate to that person at the time, and that's basically the extent of the help needed there. Table monitors, basically that is to go out and help people. If we could have people at each of the tables, or some of the bigger tables, a couple of them, to help people find their items and just check their phone and make sure they've paid. Cash and checkout, certificate checkout, we've got taken care of. We have the setup and the pickup of the gifts and the setup. The slots are filled, but if you'd like to come and help, please put your name down. We can always use more help. And then the other is cleanup, which is basically about 9:45 until we finish. And in the past couple years with the digital bidding, we've been able to be out of there by 10:15, 10:30. So, and that's picking up all the posters, any items that haven't been picked up, and then helping load the vehicles with those items. So I will start it out over on this side, and when it's all done, I need it back again. But we're doing pretty well, but it's we've got 3 days or so to really wrap it up. The other thing on tickets is we absolutely need to know account for the Hilton by Friday the 10th. So we've got 10 days to get tickets bought, names behind the tickets, so that we can submit them so that the Hilton can prepare for us. And we've got a great menu again this year. Fillets, shrimp, great hors d'oeuvres, all the good stuff we've had in the past. And chocolate bombs for dessert. Tom.
Ron, on tickets, if you aren't able to go online, for whatever reason, you have a check, give it to me and I'll take care of it, okay? And of course, let me know who's sitting with you. And one other thing, some of you have already gotten to me and said, hey, I want to be at this table. I would prefer you send me an email if you don't have a list of the people you want at your table. Any questions?
Thank you, Tom. Oh, yeah. If any of your guests have a particular requirement for their food, whether it be gluten-free or vegan or vegetarian, there is a place when they buy the tickets down below that says special diet requirements. But also, if we could let Tom or Marilyn know about those people, then the Hilton can accommodate them. It's really difficult for them if they just hear that night that somebody has a food requirement. So please let us know ahead of time.
Ron, do you have enough vehicles to drive stuff over? Or is it on that list?
It depends. We have, I think, 3 or so vehicles signed up, but it wouldn't hurt to have another one show up at Dan's house because we'll be picking up some bigger items from step 2, yep, in the truck. Were you able to clarify the convertible? You can. Okay, we have 2 convertibles for the Memorial Day Parade, and next week I'll send around a sheet because besides the 2 convertibles, we'll need a flag bearer and 2 people to carry the banner, the Rotary banner. And Dan Filburn, since he was the first one to volunteer his convertible, will kind of be in charge that day because I'll be up with the graduates. And Dan Williams will be there rounding up the scholarship winners to ride. And they were all, looked like they were all thrilled to be asked. Thank you. And now our president, Evan McCauley.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Ron. All right, quick activity here. If you're on the gala committee, could you please stand up? If you're helping out with the gala. Come on, I see you over there, Jay. For being a part of the gala committee. Dan. Yeah, gala or gala, who knows? All right. What'd you say? Gala? Or gala, I don't know. Okay, awesome, thank you. Can you guys sit down? Hey, whoa. Everybody else, can you stand up? Yeah, and what we're doing is we're gonna honor these individuals, in particular Marilyn, Chris, and Ron, and everybody else standing up. The work that they put into this event is amazing. Ron mentioned we net about $45,000 to $55,000 a year, which is what, maybe a little bit over an average salary in our country for a year. And they are putting this event together and working so hard to raise that money in a short period of time. And I want to put our hands together and congratulate them, thank them, and also before we do that, thank you to many of you for hopping on the website and purchasing your tickets. I've talked with a couple of you recently. Please continue to do that. That is really how we can put our hands together and thank these people for what they're doing. So if you haven't bought tickets, buy tickets, donate, be a part of it. 100% participation is our goal. And with that, let's put our hands together. Wonderful, wonderful. So, Jeopardy in the news, right? Everybody's probably watching. I mean, this guy James is like, he's like Tiger Woods is to golf. I'm not sure what the ratings are for Jeopardy, but it's got to be through the roof. Never before have I been excited to go home to watch Rotary, or to watch Jeopardy, I'm sorry. 19 days, $1.5 million, that's crazy. A couple of new faces in the room. I see Bob Cramp back there, Joe Avella is back with us, and Ed Sogan's been back for a week, but welcome back to some of our snowbirds. It's great to see you. And you picked the right time. It's a beautiful sunny day. A couple other things in the news. This is particularly pertaining to Rotary, or more so Rotary than Jeopardy at least. World Immunization Week just wrapped up yesterday. So that ran from April 24th to April 30th, and the mission is really to promote vaccinations for everybody. And their theme this year, again, it just wrapped up yesterday, was Protected Together. Vaccines work. And we're going to come back to our touch in the vaccination world as far as polio here in just a little bit. So we got Jeopardy up here. We're going to go through a short video first. My goal today is to teach you a little bit about Rotary. We got a couple of updates about our club projects, and we have some club business to go through as well. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to kick it off with a funny video, and that's called What is Rotary?
Figure out if people actually know what Rotary is. Tell me, what is Rotary?
A rotary phone?
No.
Chicken.
It's not a rotary phone or a rotisserie chicken. Tell me, what is Rotary?
Is it when you get a document stamp? You've been rotarized.
Let me ask you this. What do you think of when you hear Rotary?
Well, I'll tell you what I think. You go and you all over, and then your toilet gets clogged, so then you have to call the rooter guy.
Do you know what Rotary is?
Is it like a club?
Yes, it's like a club. Do you know what kind of club?
I picture a bunch of old stuffy men sitting around smoking cigars, drinking scotch.
They're better for you.
Wait, boys.
Now let's ask some actual Rotarians what Rotary truly is.
When I first moved to the area, I didn't know a lot of people, and I didn't have many friends. But then, when I joined Rotary, I gained friends, a community, and even a family.
To me, Rotary is about being part of our community. Rotary has contributed over $500,000 to places like our local zoo.
It's things like this playground. There was nothing here before. And now, it's something everyone can enjoy.
My favorite part of Rotary is learning something new every week, straight from the top leaders in our community. I go to Rotary feeling stressed out from work and leave feeling energized and empowered.
Rotary's about impact on a local, national, and global scale. Like this ballpark for children with special needs. And helping new Americans learn English in this classroom. Oh yeah, and did I mention that Rotary's working around the world on thousands of projects, such as eradicating polio and providing clean drinking water for millions of people. Rotary is where friends, neighbors, and problem solvers share ideas, join leaders, and take action to create lasting change.
Go Rotary!
To find out more, visit fmrotaryclubs.org.
All right, that was fun. How many of you are energized like that after Rotary meetings on Wednesday? So, what is Rotary? That's a question that's always coming up. We're always talking about it in terms of membership, in terms of our value proposition. What is Rotary? I mean, something different to everybody, just as long as you're able to explain it. I was going through a McDonald's drive-through about 2 weeks ago, and I have a Rotary emblem on my car, and the guy, I pulled up, I paid, and he said, "What is Rotary?" I thought, this is crazy, this is awesome. This guy at McDonald's is asking me, what is Rotary? So what did I say to him? I said, it's my platform for making the world a better place. And it's just, you know, whatever it is, you know, that might change a week from now, but that's what it is right now, and that's what I see it. It's my platform for making the world a better place, just like Raymond James is my platform for making my clients' lives better. Simple as that. So keep that in mind. I just wanted to show that to you. I like sharing any kind of Rotary funny videos that I find because there's not that many out there. Catherine?
Interviewing the students Monday, I guess it was. Almost every one of them asked us what Rotary was or what Rotary did or why we belong to Rotary. So the young kids are curious and they don't know.
Catherine, what is Rotary?
Rotary is service above self, where we can all work together, and we're made friends. And
I love
that's
that.
That's what almost every one of us told them.
Should we play a little game right now?
Yes.
Okay, pass the mic to somebody else.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Hey Bob, how you doing?
I'm good, I think.
So, Bob, what is this thing called Rotary?
Service above self.
I like it. Hey, short and sweet. That's absolutely fine. So keep the game going. Pass the mic.
I try to hide and I can't get it.
Hey Ron, how you doing? Not good? No? Ron, you're an awesome guy. You do a lot for our club. What is Rotary for you?
It's an opportunity to get out into the neighborhood and to help wherever we can to make Hudson a better place.
Love it. Love it. All right, we're not going to go through everybody, so phew, you can stop thinking about what you were going to say. All right, and keeping with my Jeopardy theme, thank you, James. Without James's 19-day, $1.5 million winnings, we probably wouldn't have Jeopardy on the screen right now either. So what we're going to do is go through this. It's fairly easy. There's a few in here that'll trick us up, and there's a couple in here that we're going to really stick on and open the floor up for more conversation. So we're going to have two teams. We have two microphones. I did, yeah. And so, well, okay. So Google is a great tool. And anytime I'm looking for anything, just Google it first, right? So the Rotary Club of Evanston, I found a game that they created, and you can edit it and do whatever you want with it. So I can share the link with you if you want to use it in the future. But yeah, we'll have two mics. Cut the room in half. I'm gonna take the Alex Trebek mic here in a second.
I'll man this side.
And so I don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars to give away, but what I do have are awesome new Rotary theme badges, or the pins, and that's Rotary Connects the World. So I have a limited number of those, and I'm going to bring them for the winning side of the room. And without further ado, what we'll do, we're going to pass the mics around. If we want to have just maybe a raise of hands if you want to answer the question, and then the two team captains, thank you, Donna, and Tom will pass the mics around.
Okay.
So let's kick it off. Let's kick off the game. Who wants to go first? This side of the room.
All right. Yay, Phil.
Let's try our club. How about $300?
It's a great one to start with.
One can learn about the Rotary Club of Hudson online at this address.
Well, anybody on your team should be able to raise their hand.
It,
could be anybody in the room.
Can I do it?
Yes.
Can I?
Oh, here you go, Joe.
RotaryHudson.org.
Where the? Okay, that side got it from you, Joe. I'm sorry. We'll give it to them. But we're gonna spacebar, Catherine. We'll click to the correct answer over there. And there is yeah. Just click the plus over there. That'll be team 2. And then if you could click on this link right here, that would be awesome. So this is one of the special daily doubles, if you will, Phil. So you picked the right one off the bat. And why we came here, I wanted to just come to our website just momentarily and walk through a couple of areas. And our website, ultimately, the way that I think about it, that I believe that we should think about it, it's two things. It's an external marketing tool to drive prospective members and other community folks to our website to see what we're doing. And it also is an internal tool that offers a lot of efficiency if we're all using it. So that's kind of a high level. Catherine, I'm going to take you over the Our Club tab at the top. The tabs at the top with the little arrows have drop downs. So if you would go down to speakers. Wonderful. So this is a great spot to see who's coming to the club, who's going to be speaking with us. A couple things with this. Once we book a speaker, we're putting this on the calendar. What that does, we've got a lot of people looking at this tool. We've got HCTV, they're putting their programming together and trying to understand what we're going to be sharing with the community. You've got 60 Rotarians in the room that want to know what's going on. You've got however many people out there that are coming to our website to see what we're all about. And this is a good way to share that with them. Can you go over to our club again, Catherine? And then we're going to go to calendar of events. And so rubber meeting the road here, what we have coming up, Rich, on May 25th is the Camp Manitowoc pool cleanup project. How many volunteers do we have? Do we have a need for more volunteers at this time?
Evan, we currently have 7. Well, where's
Wow.
Joe Avella? Assuming Joe's participating. Joe will be away. We have 6. I wanted to reserve a spot for Joe because I know how he enjoyed cleaning the lockers and watching little green frogs. But we currently have 6.
Wonderful. Thanks, Rich, for setting that all up, and thank you to the 6 of you. We need as many probably as we can, maybe up to 10, but you know, 6 is a good number. I'm really happy to hear that in terms of the participation. So kudos to you for signing up. If you haven't signed up and you want to, Catherine, if you click on Camp Manitowoc Pool Cleanup and Lunch on the 25th, I don't know if it'll work since we're not logged in, but let's see here. Okay, so we're not logged in, but what you could do is click here, online registration. If you click on members there, that again may force you to log in. A quick point on logging in, and I checked it this morning just because. Passwords and logins, I mean, how many do we have? 50, 75, 100? They're all over the place. What's nice about this is you could actively decide that you don't want to remember what your login information is here. And when you click on the member login, click forgot username. It asks you for your last name and your email address. As long as you can remember those 2 things, then it's going to be very easy for you to click a couple more buttons and log in. So I just wanted to mention that as oftentimes if I forget a password or something, it's maybe months before I'm going to go back to that and spend the time to walk through it. So It's a very easy process. Again, anything in terms of speakers or events, we're going to do our best to keep those on the calendar, because if you do click register, an email is sent to Rich automatically, and he knows that he's got his team set up. You get a reminder the day of, hey, you need to be at Camp Manitowoc, so everything just kind of runs. A couple of other areas.
You know, Evan, a couple times I wanted to send a card to someone I knew was sick, and the addresses are under member login. It's got members' addresses and information, which was an easy way to find it.
Yeah, so if you could, Catherine, thank you for bringing that up. If you could click on member area, in this button right here. Okay, bear with me just one moment. Okay, so again, and let's just leave the login behind and assume that the login is a process we're in. It's pretty easy for us to go through. So you click on member area. Catherine, if you click member directory, that little button over to the top left. Yeah, click over there. Those are buttons. So that's going to take us to our current and updated member directory. You've got all information that you'd want right here. If you click on individual's name, you'll get more information. There's bios, if folks put bios, spouses, anniversary dates, all that good information. Pictures, yeah, if you notice that your picture's not on there, upload it or send it to me, I'll upload it for you. What's great about this, let's say members leave the club or we have new members joining. Well, we update this. So this is really the best place to keep an eye out for contact information and other things like that, Catherine. Absolutely. So that's a good way to get in there. Now that we're in here, I'm going to have you go up to the far right corner to homepage. It's right next to those little A's. Very far up right corner. And that should take us back to our main page there. So also on the member area, you've got birthdays. We put previous speakers up there. There's a lot of good stuff. Membership applications, Rotary bylaws, really a lot of good stuff. So that's kind of Club Runner 1.0, if you will. There's a lot of capabilities that really, again, add to the efficiency of our club, the internal piece. And that's very important as we continue to march in the future here. All right, back to Jeopardy. That was a long first question, right, Phil?
Evan, before you move on, just a quick question. If anybody is having any problems with login or anything like that, who is the person in the club here who's best equipped to help them?
Chris Barker would be the best. Okay. Absolutely.
All right, so all right, thank you.
Thank you. Great question, Tom. All right, back at it. Now we can click the escape button. Yep, there we go. All right. Team 2's on the board with 300. Your call, Phil.
How about Rotary and Polo for $400? Going for the big
one. So hands up, right? We can do hands up.
Polio.
Yeah, quickest hands up. In 1989, Rotary and this organization launched the Global Polio Eradication Initiative.
Ron Stroh. World Health Organization.
Yes, sir, Ron. Team 1, 400 points. All right, Ron, what category would you like to pick next? Okay, I'll get strict going forward.
Rotary History, 500.
father of the Rotary Foundation? Marilyn.
Our own Arch Clump.
Yes. Who is Arch Clump? Absolutely. Yep, Rotary Club of Cleveland. All right, your pick for the next clue. This is very fitting. Our 3 featured beneficiaries of this year's 35th annual gala. Ron. Even more fitting.
Now I won't remember. What is Gift of Life Northeast Ohio? Uncharted Waters, what every senior needs to know before going to college, and Boy Scout 321 Cabin.
Ding, ding, ding. Got it.
Wow! Woo! Okay, Ron, pick another one.
There was no collusion on that one. All right, Ron.
Rotary and Polio 200.
If polio isn't eradicated within 10 years, this many children could be paralyzed by it each year. This one's a little bit tough. If you're in the ballpark, you'll get the points. And if you don't get it right, I won't take points. Joe.
All right, Joe wants to take a crack at it.
What is 25? 200,000. What is 200,000?
What is 200,000 children? A polio-free world will save the global economy 40 to 50 billion in healthcare costs within the next 20 years.
All right, Joe.
All right, you got the points. Hey,
Awesome.
You're absolutely allowed to work together with your other teammates too. So you're good there. All right, Joe, pick a clue.
Okay. Rotary history. Rotary history 300.
The year the name Rotary International was adopted. Within 5 years, you'll get the points.
What is 1948?
No. Does anybody else? Do you want to take one? Oh, you put it up there. Okay. Alex Trebek in training here.
All right. So no points there, right?
No points there. So, Joe?
All right. Joe?
Rotary tenants and abbreviations 200.
PHF. Tom.
Paul Harris Fellow. What is Paul Harris Fellow?
Yes. Got the points. Yep. All right, Tom, pick a category.
Okay. Famous Rotarians for 500. Alex.
This founder of Walmart was a member of the Rotary Club of Bentonville, Arkansas.
Who is Sam Walton?
Yes, Sam Walton. Correct. Good job, Kelly.
Need arms, people.
Kelly, your pick. This Rotarian created the four-way test in 1932. Who?
Who is Herbert?
I'm going to give you the points for the first name. Herbert J. Taylor.
I object, Alex.
What is? Kelly, your pick.
Arms up.
The founder and charter president of the Rotary Club of Hudson. And who is A.L. Walker?
Oh, of course.
All right, Kelly. This is crazy to me, again. The year in which women were allowed to join Rotary. Ron.
What is 1987?
Correct. Ding ding. Got the points. Good job. Ouch.
Ron, would you like to say anything else about
the Rotary four-way test?
I was a member of the Club of Jamestown, North Dakota, the year that happened, and our first woman member was the owner and editor of the Jamestown Sun.
Wow.
How about that for a memory?
That was your question then. All right, your pick next.
Rotary and Polio 500.
Donations to Rotary for polio eradication will be matched 2-to-1 by this organization. I saw a hand over here first.
What is the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation?
Yes. Points. Good job. All right, your pick, Tom.
All right. How about famous Rotarians for 400, Alex?
Wonderful. This former Prime Minister of England led the UK during World War II and was a member of the Rotary Club of London. Keith. Yep.
Who was Winston Churchill?
Good job. Good job. Team 2 with the points. And what are we picking? Keith? All right. RAG. This is a tough one. There's just a lot of acronyms in Rotary. This isn't a popular one. And Rotary Action Group. And I like the creativity, no points though. Rotary Action Group. So what that is, if you are passionate about a particular effort, I'm going to use Mimi as an example just because you're an easy pick, right? I know that you're passionate about water. There's action groups all around that, and what that means is you would kind of be the liaison. Other Rotary clubs around the world would be reaching out to kind of your committee, and it's just another way to get involved in Rotary and working with others around the world.
Jim Ahern had another interpretation of that acronym.
Rotary Annual Gala.
Nice. All right, Keith? Wonderful. This famous mountaineer and explorer was a member of the Rotary Club of Auckland, New Zealand. Tom?
Who was Sir Edmund Hillary?
Yes, correct. Points to Team 1. I like the famous Rotarians section.
We will go with famous Rotarians for 200, Alex.
This founder of KFC, Keith.
Oh, gee. Who was Colonel Harland Sanders?
Points. And I love how you threw in the Harlan, too. You didn't take the easy route. His hand was up so quick before I could even start reading the question.
Let's go with famous Rotarians for 100.
This world champion boxer is a member of the Rotary Club of Manila, Philippines. Rich. Or Keith, you guys can work together.
It's Muhammad Ali.
Oh. Manny Pacquiao. All right, Keith.
You did that.
With Rotary history for 200.
The city in which the first Rotary Club was founded, back there?
Chicago.
Chicago
What
is
Chicago?
correct. Correct, yes. And Ron, your pick next.
do Rotary history again for 100.
Founder of Rotary. Marilyn.
Oh, Marilyn. Why am I drawing this?
What's wrong with you people? Paul Harris. Who is Paul Harris?
Yes, I'm so glad that we can give points out for that one.
What's wrong with you people?
Points to team one. All right, Marilyn.
Pick another one, Marilyn.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go for Rotary and polio for 3 outs.
2 of the 4 countries that have reported polio in 2019.
Ron Strobel?
What is Pakistan and Afghanistan?
Correct. Yes. The other 2, Nigeria, and fairly recently, the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Okay, Rotary tenants and abbreviations for 300, please.
3 of the 5 avenues of service. 2 of the 5 avenues of service. 1 of the 5 avenues of service. There's a hand here.
There's a vocational avenue of service.
Yes, vocational. Club, vocational, international, community, and youth. Yep.
Hell yeah.
I bargained down.
So we've mathematically won here, but let's keep going. Our club for 200, Alex.
This Hudson landmark was built by the Rotary Club of Hudson in the early 1930s. Jay.
Log cabin.
Yes.
What is? Who is it?
I wonder what the real Alex Trebek would do with that one. Yes, that's correct. And that's our 3rd beneficiary for the gala, as we know. And where we're at with that project, Andy Morse is working on, and we're working on connecting a committee together, and we plan to have an update for you the Wednesday prior to our gala in terms of next steps and action items and goals for that project. If you are interested in helping out with that, please send me an email, talk to Andy. Again, this was our first service project, so if you go back to 1930, we'd probably not be in here eating breakfast. We'd probably be out there with our hammers or something. And Coach would be leading us. All right, next question. The year the Rotary Club of Hudson was chartered. Kelly. Wait, Catherine? I heard it over there. But all right, no points on that one, unfortunately. All right, Jay. It was rough. That's an important one to get right, though. 2 of Rotary's 6 areas of focus. Joe?
What are mothers and children?
Correct.
And what is clean water?
Absolutely. Ding, ding, get the points. The others are peace and conflict resolution, disease prevention, and community and economic development.
All right, Joe. Rhodium.
1979. Tom.
The year that Tom Tobin graduated from Hudson High School. What is the year that Tom Tobin graduated from high school?
Dude, that was a great year then.
Well, he got a certificate of attendance. He didn't graduate.
And so maybe in that year you had a graduation party, and if you did, maybe you were one of the first to contribute to to the polio efforts that Rotary put on. So that was
The year that
1979.
Rotary made a commitment to eradicate polio.
Yes.
Okay.
Very good, very good. Did you guys have fun with that? Did you learn a little bit today? All right, perfect. I didn't want to give you a quiz or anything too difficult, but you know, that's where we're at. We've got, again, a couple of things coming up with the Scouts, whether that be the cabin repair project or kicking off the aquatic center out at Camp Manitowoc. Please do continue to click that button, buy gala tickets here. You can click that button to buy tickets, make donations. It's really important, again, that we just have 100% participation. You know, this thing is the lifeblood of our club and our foundation, and we're able to make a big impact with it. So please continue to do your part. And team number 1, again, I promised you some theme pins, and I'll bring those next week with me. They're hot off the press. I got one of them last week, and I already gave it away. So you'll get the pins. Great job. Another update or announcement coming up next week. There's a very important vote in Hudson, and that's for Phase 2. That's on Tuesday, May 7th. And if you are able, please get out there and vote. It's important that we do that also. Does anybody have any updates or announcements or anything that they would like to share for the club? Phil? I like it. And it's a beautiful thing that we have the old stuffy men, the women, the young leaders, the community leaders. That's what's awesome about Rotary. It's made up of so many different people. Any other announcements, updates? All right, we're gonna do our Rotobuck raffle.
Tom Tobin.
Well, let me brag about my son, Robbie, age 18, senior at Hudson High School this year, who won his 3rd consecutive Suburban League National Conference. Is that right, Ed? National Conference, first title at first doubles in tennis. So I was very proud of him.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank goodness he picked up his mother's athletic skills.
I mean, I was going to take it a step further and ask if he was adopted, but... Catherine? Yes, absolutely. I hope that it is. James, if it is, great job. Thank you for preparing our AV crew to the point where we could get this thing on YouTube and out to HCTV. And yes, I've seen a couple photos on Facebook, and I know that doesn't always, paint the whole picture, but I've seen a couple smiles, and it looks like he's doing real well.
I think I haven't talked to him, but he there's an event at 4:30 this afternoon. It's the open house for the new salt barn. We don't call it a dome probably. It looks more like a cathedral, but I don't mean that the wrong way. I mean, it's very charming. It's very Hudson. And the bus garage over on Hudson Drive, and James said he would like me to pick him up and take him to the event. So that just tells you how well he's at. Yeah, so 4:30 today. If you want to say hi to James, he should be there. But if you want to see the new bus facility, yeah.
Phil? keeping it light, absolutely. All right, I've got a winning ticket here as picked by Marilyn Orr. Last 48912. Oh, there it is. I was about to start the Jeopardy music.
Okay, there we go.
Awesome. Cool. Thanks. All right. Well, I had some. Oh. No, not today. Sorry. You should take your son out to lunch with that 12 bucks. All right, well, thank you for being here. It was an enjoyable meeting, and again, I think that we learned a little bit. Keep hopping on the website, keep an eye out for opportunities to get involved, buy your tickets, do your part, and continue to... Yes, thank you.